And we are back with the killer side of the video. We are now going to look at the new killer. So, Kate and Falcon, are you guys ready for the new killer?
Let's go.
Yes. Oh,
Okay. Hey, Michael. And the new killer is... Oh, there she is. The Skull Merchant. I don't like that name. The Skull Merchant. Don't like it. Poor Michael. Why does Michael always get all these new guys standing next to him? I mean, last time he had like Wesker with him. And Michael was listening to Wesker because Wesker can talk.
Yeah.
Michael's a good listener. Michael's a good listener. Who knows what kind of secrets that he knows about people. Okay, so... let's look at this. We got Skull Merchant, who's supposed to be a hunter. And then we got Huntress. So, in other words, the good concept, the poor concept. Good concept, cheap concept.
Yes.
Yeah. Dit is basically Hunters at home. Mom, can I have Huntress? No, we already have the Hunters at home. Hunters at home. Is this? Okay, now let's let's look at the design, guys. Another Brazilian. She is a Brazilian Asian killer. Her father was a mangaka, so a manga writer, also known comics, Japanese comics. So let's take a good look. The cleavage, of course the cake. She has cake, and she has the hips that don't lie. She has the Shakira hips. And of course the discount predator claw. Okay, now that we have seen that, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, she doesn't look all that nice. She does not look nice at all. She's all over the place. The things that I will first say that I like is the short hair. The short hair is for a hunter or a fighting type woman, you know, that fights or hunts. This is like the most accurate hairstyle that you can give them. So she's basically, you know, making sure that she doesn't get grabbed or doesn't get her hair stuck or anything. So I like that behavior did this. That is what I like. But the things that I don't like is everything else. I don't like everything else. It is very mixed. She's a self-made millionaire. That's the one thing. So you see that on the nails and the armband and such, you know. And then with all that diamond print on that mask and so. But at the same time, she's supposed to be a person that likes to hunt people. I like to stalk. I don't get this feeling from her. I don't know about you guys, but I don't get the. I don't feel the concept. You know? It's like, I mean, a lot doesn't make sense. Even the shoes that he has doesn't make sense, because why would you wear such shoes if you hunt people? Would it not be better to have these military boots or something? I mean,
maybe.
I think you can buy those, right? Military boots, right? Military,
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, those are a lot better. They have thicker leather and such, and they protect your ankles better and your shins. That is the first thing, and then open this up. I mean, yeah, you want to show cleavage. Okay, she's Brazilian. Okay, they have sex appeal, but I don't understand this. Her outfit is also really weird. You know?
Yeah, you know, bro. when I saw the teaser about the new killer, remember, I was pretty excited
Yeah, I thought it was a
because
cyborg.
yeah, because just just listening, to the sounds made by the killer, I was thinking about a scary killer,
Yeah,
a scary mechanical killer.
yeah, not a boss girl, not
Yeah,
a boss lady.
yeah, but to be honest, y- you know, uh, I like the cyberpunk theme, you know,
Hmm.
but I find that this lady is not enough cyberpunk, you know,
To be
and
honest, bro,
yeah, and the appearance is just she's not scared.
she looks like this. She looks like a discount. She looks like cosplayer, a predator
Yeah,
cosplayer, with
bro,
a
this is
really cheap
yeah.
outfit. With a really cheap outfit.
Yeah, bro, this is, uh, she should be cyberpunk, but
Mm.
what do you get? You get a girl with a mask.
Yeah, and even a mask is a mess. It's like she. I don't understand. I don't feel her. You know. Let's go to Kate. Let a woman judge a woman, so to say. Let the woman judge the woman. Go ahead, Kate.
Oh, I think for her outfit, they made it a little form fitting to try to, show her body a little. I think that
Yeah,
the
hips don't
white,
lie.
yeah,
Hips don't
the
lie.
uh, the white going on the insides of her thighs and everything to just sort of accentuate, a little bit of color, color diversity and,
Hmm.
a little bit of pop while she's running, moving, things like that. Because the top looks like almost like a button-down shirt,
Yeah, it looks like
with a collar.
it looks like an overall. You know, an overall,
Kind of.
like what Michael is
Hmm.
wearing.
Maybe.
Because if you look at it, she has a white shirt underneath it with buttons,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
she has the
That's
zipper.
right.
Yeah. So I think it is a sort overall that she's supposed to wear. But she's
Well,
just,
in her storyline, it said that she was trying to kill someone at an airport hangar. And if we're saying that that green thing is a type of overall, it could be a pilot jumpsuit, an air flight jumpsuit,
Mhm.
which I could see. But the thing is that flight jumpsuits don't have the white on the legs, and then they wouldn't have it. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
I can see an overall zip up, but they're trying to accentuate it to make it fun.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I think at least.
Yeah,
But
but I don't think that you would use an flight suit overall for hunting people in forests and such. I don't think that you would use it for that. I think because she also likes to hunt people.
right, yeah,
It's that's why I said she's kind of a mess. I mean, what I do appreciate is that she has those knee protectors on. That is, but then you see those boots, and that makes me like, if you are a hunter, if you like to hunt people, you don't wear boots like that. Also, especially these ones, because if you make one misstep, you're stuck by a tree
Yeah.
stump or a rock or so.
yeah. You
Also,
break your ankle.
also you wouldn't wear those finely jewelry on your arm. I mean, see, and the suit is green. That's good, but then you get the white. Also,
Right.
she's supposed to be a stealthy killer. She's supposed to be a stealth killer, and I don't feel that. And then you get this abomination on her arm. The the discount predator claw or the Wolverine claw, whatever you want. That thing makes noise as fuck. I mean, yeah, it makes noise. You don't, and then that mask. is also really reflective. I can understand it is based on the mask of her father's character from the manga. It's based on that, but to be honest, it doesn't feel. She doesn't. It's like they pushed her out or something. It's like.
Well, I'm sure they'll have DLC costumes for her and everything.
Of course, I mean.
Yeah.
Of course, they already released the Italian Stallion. Now they released. Now they released Hips Don't Lie. So that is not the problem. We needed a new female character. We needed that, you know.
Yeah.
But the problem is her concept goes all over the place, and then you got people saying, "Oh, this is basically supposed to be a chapter or so," and which well, I don't, and I'm like, yeah, I doubt that you will get anything out of it. I think if they want to do the chapter with the Predator, it would be the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, because he's like like the most popular version, Dirts and Predator.
I gotta hope he would agree to it, though. That's the thing. That's you know.
Arnie is very. Arnie can be difficult, yeah.
Of course, though.
Yeah. And
it's possible if they signed to do something with NetherRealm Studios. NetherRealm had access to Predator in Mortal Kombat 10.
Yeah.
And they had access to the Terminator in Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, I sincerely hope that we will get this Mortal Kombat collaboration one day. It would be so fun.
That would be good.
Yeah.
That would be good.
I mean, I think it would be one of the best, and we would get Goro, and then you would really have this really unique killer with 4 arms or so.
Oh yeah.
Goro, I support my boy Goro. That boy.
Yeah, he'd be great.
He needs it. Goro needs it. Goro needs the W. He's in big need of a W. He got done too dirty throughout the entirety of Mortal Kombat. And then take Johnny Cage for the Toxic Survivor mains. Then they have something.
Yeah.
And you can can have Yui as Kitana. And you can have Jake as Liu Kang. You can have Adam as Jax. You can do a lot of funny stuff with it. Anyway, to go back. So, when I saw the teaser for her, I thought we were getting a cyborg. Falcon is like with Cyberpunk, but I was like, oh, we are going to get a cyborg. Especially since I'm, I like Warhammer also, and those drones, they look like server skulls from Warhammer. And that's like one of the worst fates that can happen to a person. A server skull. So I was like, oh, we are going to get a cyborg. And I thought, and I looked around, I did some research, and I thought, oh, we are going to get a horror from the story. Because there was something called the horror. It was half man and half machine. So it is a cyborg. So I thought, oh, we are going to get a cyborg. And then we get this, so I was like, okay, played her, and I was like, oh, discount women in really cheap Predator cosplay. Because she's just a really cheap version of the Predator. And I can understand it, but she's also rich and such, so, but her concept is all over the place. So, let's look at the power, guys. I think that is more important. We have seen her looks, we have said what we wanted to say, now let's look at the power. So her name is Adriana Amai, or Imai. And she's from Fortaleza. So, and her father is Saita, which is a Japanese name. He's a mangaka from Hokkaido. So, first we're gonna do the power, then we will do the Let's see. Her terror radius is normal terror radius.
Yeah, this is a normal killer, so basically normal speed, normal terror radius.
115. 150 movement speed. Basically tier 2 Myers. And her size is average. Average? Tall. Average. Okay, so she's small. She's a small killer. Which is logical because, you know, she's supposed to be a stout killer. Stout killers should be short. And then you get Huntress and she's just Amazonian. So. Okay, the power is Eyes in the Sky. Inspired by the dark mangas created by her father, the Skull Merchant relentlessly hunts her prey using the latest in surveillance technology. The Skull Servant starts the trial with 4 drones. Pressing the power button places a drone which enters active mode. After a short boot up period in this mode, the drone creates a detection zone around itself. Within it, the killer is undetectable, which is stealth, and survivors gain lock-on progress. The drone reverts to a scouting mode when no survivor is detected for a while. In scouting mode, the drone begins a sweeping scan, and if it finds a survivor, it enters active mode. Survivors can interact with a drone to disable it. If they fail, it enters active mode. If they succeed, it returns to the killer, but the survivor is stuck with a claw trap. Special effect. Claw trap. A claw trap broadcasts the survivor's location to the killer until its battery dies. If they get too close to a drone, it enters active mode and the claw trap battery is recharged. The killer can press the ability button to open a radar to see the location of the survivors with claw traps in those detection zones. So, let us first talk about these parts, okay? So let us first talk about these parts. And we begin with Falcon. Or do you want to begin first, Kate?
You know what? I actually lost connection there for a second. Which perk are we talking about?
We are talking about the power. It's the drone.
Oh, the drones?
Yeah, it has an active mode where where if you stand in it, you will be undetectable, and then it will go into a scouting zone till the survivor is spotted. Then it will show the survivor that it is spotted. If the survivor disables it, it will have the claw trap, which will be placed on the survivor, and it will send out a location to the killer where you are till the battery is dead. And if you are in the range of a new drone, the trap will activate again.
Well, I think it's interesting that on screen, I like how you can see the borders with the orange. Mm-hmm. It almost looks like a jail.
Yeah.
Around, going around the
yeah, that's the claw trap effect there.
The zoning areas.
Yeah.
I think it's good that the survivors have to put in time to disarm them, kind of like oh my goodness, I'm gonna say her name incorrectly. Senriko's television sets. Is that her name?
No, it is Adriana. Adriana Imai. But we just say the Skull Merchant or the Merchant. We can. I don't.
No, I mean it's a callback to, I think, the girl that's the ghost that comes out of the TVs.
Sadako.
She's a Senriko?
Sadako.
Senriko.
Sadako.
Say yes, yeah.
Sadako.
So I think basically it's sort of like the ideas of the televisions,
Yeah.
where the survivors have to interact with them. It takes a little bit of time. The battery is going to start going downhill.
Yeah.
I think generally it's a good idea, but it takes her time to get them booted up and set up how you want them to start detecting.
Yeah.
On certain maps, I think she has a better opportunity than on other maps, basically.
I think she's more a 3-gen killer with her power. I think she will be mostly kicking gens with Carl, Brian and Overcharge.
Or you could put them over if you have any totems.
Yeah, Total Protector, you can also do that with her. She has those options.
Don't worry, bro, we will suggest builds for that.
Falcon was busy with builds. Yeah, it's the problem that I got, it's like that the claw trap, it has a battery. Once it is gone, the survivors can remove it. You have to be, but the thing is, survivors can just move out of the area. They do it and then they move out of the area. You don't even have to disable it. These traps. That's the thing. But it's more like you have to set them up, and then you have to be in the area to make any progress of it. But you can only have one of these drones active at a time. So you will only be stealth at a time, and even then, the survivors can see you. You're not really stealth. You're just, you're just walking there without a terror radius.
Yeah.
It's like playing any killer with a stealth build. Basically, that's how you have to see it. Can be fun. I mean, I did it with Wesker and I did it with the Knight. It can be very fun. But at the same time, it is also annoying. So yeah, it's that is what I would say. So let's let Falcon say anything about it.
What can I say, bro? Basically, this is just a tracking power.
Yeah. And she's the second tracking killer, eh?
Yes.
The second tracking killer.
Yeah.
For a long time we only had the Doctor, and now we have her. And she's not Doctor 2.0. Doctor is still better.
Yeah, for a couple of reasons. There are a lot of things I don't like about the power. So, for example, she has cooldowns for everything.
Yep.
So you put a drone, you have a cooldown.
Yeah.
Also,
You activate the drone, you have a cooldown.
Yeah. Also, so I didn't like the fact that you must keep reactivating drones.
Yep.
Because bro, I'm a killer. I'm already committed to chases.
Yep.
So I can't interrupt the chase. The chase just to put up the drone again.
Yep.
Also, other things I don't like are she has a radar, to track survivors, but it is not automatic.
Yep, and you lose movement speed when you use it.
Also. So basically, you must so you must press Control just to check your radar.
Yep.
And that is time wasting.
Very big time waster.
What else? She has no power in loop.
Yep.
So you will get looped by daylight, basically. And also the special effect is.
Let me first read the special effect, bro. I haven't read that one yet.
Okay.
So because I waited. I did first the other parts before I go for the special effect, the lock on.
No, wait, I want to add something real quick onto what you guys had said.
Yeah.
With this look at setting up the drones and access to the drones and time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And considering that this is still just a test, I have strong faith that they can adjust that and make it better, because if we look at Nemesis with those zombies were all over the dang place.
Yeah.
And they worked on them and made them better, and they also, because I read through the updates, they worked on the bots in the game.
Yeah.
And they made the bots better.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of faith that they can work on these drones and then, with, and make them fair, is all I'm trying to say. Yeah. Okay, that's all I have.
Yeah. So now let's go for the last special effect. So, Kate, listen carefully to this one so that you don't miss out on it. Special effect, lock on. When full, the survivor is reviewed by the killer's instinct. While inside a drone's detection zone, suffer from the exposed status effect. That's like tier 3 Myers. Until the meat discharges and they are put into the dying state. Okay. This is extremely situational. Very situational, because a survivor can just run out of the area before they are even exposed, and they can just remove the effect and they can go back in.
Yeah, and not only that, bro. What's the point of having this exposed bonus if the survivor is on the other side of the map?
Yep.
So basically, what should I do? Should I stop my chase, go to the other side of the map?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, meanwhile the survivor has just ran away.
Yeah. And not only that, bro. And what do they want us to do? Do they want us to wait till they are exposed? Do we have to stand there and fill our terms and wait till they are exposed?
Yeah.
Just so that... The thing is, this power... It doesn't slow them down. That's the thing. Okay, they are in dying state, but guess what?
Right.
With windows of opportunity and such, because
where's the pressure?
Yeah. But also with windows of opportunity, they can loop a killer like her for ages. He has no power in the chase. She has nothing to shorten the chase. If you, and I can honestly say that, you get like windows of opportunity in like every match. You will have at least one survivor with windows of opportunity. Or two. If you are getting one of those survivors, they can loop you for really long. If they know how to loop, they can loop you for really long and you will lose like 3 generators. And the other thing is also you're a setup killer. So you will be spending, after you have downed the survivor, if you are lucky, and you don't lose another generator. And if you are lucky, you will be spending a lot of time setting up those drones again. And then I'm not even mentioning the time that you have to wait on the cooldowns, because it is cooldown on cooldown and on cooldown. Even her cooldowns has cooldowns. So
true.
yeah. So how? So how do you want to? She has no comeback potential. She can't make a comeback. The only way that she can make a comeback is with perks. But that is sometimes not enough. A killer needs to be able to make his own comeback potential. Michael has a strong comeback potential with his tier 3. Michael can make a comeback. You got Huntress can make a comeback. Trickster can make a comeback. They have powers that allows them to make a comeback. She doesn't. She's like a trapper without traps, basically. A legion without his frenzy.
A trapless trapper.
Yeah. I mean, cool. She has map awareness. Cool. That's nice. But
Yeah.
guess who also has map awareness and tracking? The doctor. And he does his job better than her. Because he has a power that does work in the chase. He can find survivors. He just has to do one button. Everyone will scream and you will find them. But see, survivors will go in there, fix the gens, leave. Or one survivor will distract the killer. And so, because once you see her and you're like, oh, it's going to be a 3-gen, you will try to do everything to avoid the 3-gen so that you can just, she has nothing. That cool, expose, nice effect, but it doesn't work. She doesn't have anything on this power. Her power is useless and boring. That's the problem. Even though I will say this, I would love to see a player who has, experience in using stuff like this, like drones and such, or military experience or something. I would love to see a player like that use her. That would be nice to see for tactical aspect. I would like to see that. But I think at the end of the day, even a player like that would say, "This is not fun. This is not fun." Because she doesn't feel fun at all. She's just basic, Cool idea, poorly executed. That is what I want to say. I give my word to both of you guys. What do you want to say? Both. What do you want to say?
Bro, it's quite a mess in my opinion, and I don't know how they can fix this.
Same. Same.
Yeah, can I give one simple idea?
Sure.
Make drones attack survivors.
Yep.
Ah.
Yeah, make them do it.
Yeah,
Or
just, and not necessarily. I don't mean that the drone should chase the survivor, but you can put a laser beam, for example.
Yeah. Or make it so that you can, or make it so that you only have one drone and you can control it and make it move all over the site.
Yeah, basically, bro, make the drones dangerous.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, let them even make it even so that if you put a drone next to a generator, the generator will be slower repaired.
Yeah, also.
Yeah.
Or slow down the survivor, also.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, basically, apply some kind of a penalty. Make them dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the survivors can ignore them if they wanted to.
That's right. Yes.
I mean, what is the point of having a drone? I mean, either you make it so that there's one drone and this drone can harass survivors and you can control it so that you can see above the map. That would be nice. Or you make it so that it slows down the generators when you put a drone next to it. It needs to do something more, and also make a lot of those add-ons that she has, make them base kit. Make some of those add-ons base kit, like when a survivor has a claw trap on their arm, and they fold a pallet, the pallet is destroyed, for example. Make that base kit. Because the claw trap does nothing. It does completely, absolutely nothing. It's I don't know. I to be honest, she doesn't feel fun, and she does. It's just horrible. Come on. I want fun in my killers, but She's basically. I thought we couldn't sink any lower than the Knight or the Twins. But I'm wrong. We did sink lower.
Ah.
And I don't even think that we even have reached the bottom yet.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that.
I mean, I hope that it's not the bottom. That it's like I said, don't say that, but it feels like it, you know? It feels like it, really. It really feels like it. I mean, her name is unoriginal. She does nothing with skulls. She does nothing. It looks like the working name for the Predator. Because the Predator does something with skulls, but she doesn't. I am severely disappointed that my day was ruined.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, bro, overall, I think, this chapter feels a bit rushed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, especially with the two survivors. Because normally it is always a licensed chapter that has two survivors.
Yeah.
So it's quite, weird to say it. So I think we all have said enough about the power. Let's go to the perks, right, guys? So, are you guys ready for the perks?
Yes.
Thwack. Your prey is terrified by your relentless pursuit. After hooking a survivor, the next breakable wall or pallet you will break will make survivors within 32 meters scream and reveal their aura for 4 seconds. Thwack is active for 75 seconds after the survivor is hooked. All those who stood in her path feared her mighty thwack. Son hadore sombrios. Okay. Basically, it is a form of Pop Goes the Weasel and Nowhere to Hide. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, its effect will be also similar to Infectious Fright.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
It's a tracking perk, bro.
yeah. It's it is. I think if you have this perk, the first thing that you would do is hook the survivors, and then you would destroy a pallet or a breakable wall. It's just situational.
Yeah.
I mean, on a map like the game or Silent Hill, this would work.
Mm-hmm.
They would literally work because 32 meters is pretty good.
Right.
But that is it.
Yeah, and also keep in mind, if you are already in chase, this perk is useless.
Yep.
Because, okay, the survivor will scream, but you are already chasing him.
Yep. I totally agree with you. It's like with
Yeah.
Nowhere to Hide. You will use Nowhere to Hide after you hook a survivor so that you can go into the next chase. It's...
Yeah, because, kicking generators is high priority.
Yeah.
More than kicking pallets.
Yeah.
And my issue is
Yeah.
the survivors, that are working together, or smart ones, they'll just keep going to areas where you've already broken all the pallets, broken all the walls. They'll just keep going to the same area so that they know you won't have access. They'll go get the same hook.
Well, the thing is with survivors, they will try to avoid the areas that there are no pallets at. That's the thing. It's just only if there is a gen there. That is when they will go there. Survivors will not go to an area where they already finished a gen, except to loop the killer. It's Dit is a perk that is good for the early game. But late game it is not good. That's the problem. It only has its effect in the early game, and even then, it depends on how fast the generators go and how fast that you can down a survivor. That's the thing. And
Right.
yeah, it's that's the sad part, and I think a good idea, but the restriction is you have to hook a survivor. And that can be difficult, especially when you have perks like Windows of Opportunity running around. Because by the time that you have benefit from it, you know, you already have destroyed a lot of pallets. Because certain pallets you cannot ignore. You cannot ignore the god pallets. You cannot. It's a perk that wants you to not kick pallets till you hook a survivor, and that is something that you cannot risk, because you will always be forced to kick a pallet, no matter what. No matter what happens, you will and you must kick a pallet. That's the sad part of it. So yeah. So, do anyone else have something to say about this perk?
No, bro.
Okay. So we go to the next one. Leverage. Like in business, you profit most when those around you suffer most. Each time you hook a survivor, gain 1 token up to 10. When you hook a survivor, this perk activates. For each token, reduce the speed at which survivors heal by 5% for 30 seconds. Yeah. So, and then you have to multiply this 5 by 10. So if 1 token is 5, then you get 10, so it is 50. If I'm correct.
Yeah, half the speed.
Yeah. For 30 seconds, half the speed. Not worth it.
Yeah, you know, bro, the idea is cool, but the execution isn't.
Yep.
Because, there are a couple of problems with this perk. The
Oh
first
yeah.
one is, because if you're going to gain, 10 tokens, you have already won the game.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is the first problem, maybe the biggest one.
Yeah.
The other problem is the duration is a bit short, in my opinion.
Way too short. 30
Because,
seconds is nothing.
because, bro, think about it. When you hook the first survivor,
Yeah.
the other survivors are healthy.
Yep.
So you will get 0 value from the perk.
Correct.
On top of this, remember, the survivor which you just hooked, must be unhooked
Yep.
and healed.
Yep.
But 30 seconds are not enough for this.
Yep. Totally.
Probably the survivor will be saved after the 30 seconds.
Yeah. I would personally say the effect should actually be as long as the survivor is on the hook. And then after the survivor is unhooked, then you will get 30 seconds. So
that would be much better.
yeah, I mean, and secondly, you get chorophobia, which does the same thing but better. You know?
Yeah, or just run sloppy.
Yeah, sloppy with chorophobia.
Yeah.
Right.
There are just better perks, bro. Yeah, sloppy or even gift of pain is better.
Yeah, or even tunnelphobia. That would be nice with tunnelphobia and dying light, but on the Legion, but you know, I don't see any use for this perk. So another useless perk. Up to the next guys, or do you guys have anything to add?
No, I think that covered it pretty well.
Yeah. So let's go to the next one. Gain a food. This perk is good. I'm gonna say that immediately. First you pick your prey, then you pick it apart. While you are chasing the obsession, this perk activates. Damaging generators and breaking walls or pallets gives you a 5% haste status for 10 seconds. Whenever you hit a survivor with a total most time in the chase with a basic hit, they become the obsession. This one might actually be a chance. Adriana Amai. Okay, first of all, you guys might not, I think, might or may not agree, but I think this perk would be good on a killer like Michael. On Myers.
Oh yeah, bro, especially with the add-on which increases the stalking speed on your obsession.
Yes. Yes, because think about it. You give this to Michael, and you give him, for example, Infinite Tier 3 or so, and you give him Brutal, and then you go in a chase. And you also have like Spirit Fury, and you have Enduring and such.
Yeah.
And you go chase Survivor. The Survivor will pre-drop the pallet. They will do that. And then you kick it, and because of your tier 3 you break it really fast, and then in no time you will be able to catch up to the Survivor. And you down them. Yeah. And then if you want to be extra evil, you use Nemesis. The perk Nemesis. So you will always change the obsession if they drop a pallet on you.
Oh.
Yeah, so, for example, you kick the pallet, you hook your obsession, you go after someone else, and you have Nemesis, and then you have this perk with Brutal, and maybe, for example, Spirit Fury. They drop the pallet on you, the pallet break, because you kick for example, two pallets. They become the obsession. You get that movement speed bonus to catch up to them again. You down them. And repeat and repeat. It can be really fun. What do you think, bro?
Oh yeah, bro, in general I think that killers are slow.
Yep.
So, having a perk which gives you a speed bonus is welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, bro, play with your food is just a meme,
Yep, it is.
So, yeah, this this is nice.
This is very nice even. I mean, it does a lot. 5% haste is a lot. And then for 10 seconds. 10 seconds would be enough to catch up to a Survivor.
Right.
I wonder if this works on the guards of the night. You know? That would be nice. When you're following your obsession, and then all of a sudden he dropped the pallet, and you let your guard break the pallet, and then you can see if you can run. Because that would be so fun. That would be so fun,
Yeah, bro, because remember, when you send a guard, very far, you also get the speed bonus.
Yeah.
So it would be nice if they hack.
Yep. This is a perk that I would actually try to experiment with, just to see what I can do with everything. It could be so interesting.
I think it's an interesting perk, but you have to, like you said, you have to commit to it with at least 2 or 3 other perks to help it really excel, right?
Yep.
So yeah, so by itself, you know, you'd have to pair it. But yeah, it's definitely it's her best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the best
Yeah.
perk that she has. So,
Right.
do we all agree
right.
about that?
I think so.
So let's be so let's summarize it. You suck. You suck. No, you suck doodoo. This is doodoo. You're good. You're good. I could see I could see really good anti-looping, anti-pallet builds with this.
I
So,
agree.
yeah. And the power, yeah. What power? It's not the power. it's just something. It's just something for the aesthetics. So guys, these are these were the perks of the killer and the power. We will now go to the build special part of the video, and yeah, and after that you guys will get the Moris, and we will be over with that. So see you guys in the next part.